We've got Mr. Tectone here, which has done the worst thing that you can possibly do in 2025, and that is to notice things. And so I will play you the video with the noticing warning, extremely dangerous, right? Get your kids out of the room, because we're going to show dangerous material. But before we show it, a little bit of context, if you're not aware of what happened. Battlefield 6 came around, open beta. A lot of streamers took advantage and showed their Let's Play footage. Now, one of these individuals seemed to be extremely talented. So much so that it was able to kill people through walls, lock on to people before they even register on the screen. And so many individuals accused this person of cheating. But people found out that this is not just any individual. This is a transgender individual. And as such, we know that transgender people never cheat. And we also know that the only reason anyone would accuse a person of cheating, especially a trans person, is because they're transphobic. And so here we have Tectone noticing something very interesting about this controversy. Let's hear it.
About. You know what's really scary about the Riley CS situation?
Right? It's scary. Like Tectone noticed this and he got scared. So the phobia, full display.
You know what's really scary about this? So all of the normal people are saying that he's cheating. All of the cheat developers are saying that he's cheating. The only people defending this dude are trans people and pros, which really makes me wonder, why are so many pros defending this? Why are the pros defending this type of gameplay style?
Well, if you're accusing and you're transphobic, maybe if you're defending, you're transphilic. Shouldn't it work like that? Like maybe a lot of the pros are transgender people themselves, or they absolutely adore, they're infatuated with trans people. Because we need to get the logic all the way to its consistency, right? Now, I kind of understand why trans people are defending this. It's group mentality, right? Like, a lot of people may not even be aware of the situation. They just see, oh, a trans person is under attack. Well, I need to go there and lay down my sword. You know? Possibility. But regarding the pros, I can actually explain why that is. You know, when you look at the pro, you think that it's a normal human being with their own thoughts and ideas and opinions. And the things that they say are things that they genuinely believe. That may have been true in 2016. Nowadays, a pro is a person that's groomed into a specific behavior. Because you see, the way professional esports players make money nowadays is through sponsorships. Like, many of them don't actually expect to win a prize or anything like that. They make money by being popular and having people watch their Let's Plays, but they also make money through sponsorships. And so they have their own culture, their brand safety. They have to say certain things about certain issues. And they have to show to the people involved in that industry, which are left-wing as fuck, that they're part of the team. Right? So like, that they need to collaborate. Like, they're actively hunting for such controversies, if you will. Like, they're on the internet, like, constantly on the lookout so that they can give their hot take, and their hot take is always the same. You look at an American late-night comedian, that's what an esport player would think as well. Although probably dialed to 11, right? Because, like, most of their culture comes from the internet mental asylum that's called Twitch. So, if you guys remember that dear lady on Twitch that was like, I have all the power, and no one can do anything to me, right? Like, that's the environment in which the esport player is groomed. And so, you can definitely expect that they are going to be on the side of whatever lacks common sense. Now, what is actually going on here, and why did this go so viral? First of all, people don't like cheaters. Like, no one enjoys spending money on a video game to have fun, and then just be decimated by someone else that has an unfair advantage. People also don't like being gaslit. Like when someone notices something and they're being told like, no, that's not what happens, they don't like that. And also people don't like being insulted, right? Like the word transphobia was a word used to get people fired and to get people deplatformed. Individuals don't appreciate when you label them as such, especially when it has nothing to do with the conversation. And also, individuals like Tectone are starting to notice that there are people out there who use their identity as a shield in order to defend themselves even from the most petty and trivial of criticisms. It's like, dude, if you're caught cheating, you're caught cheating, okay? And there have been like people that actually make anti-cheat systems, or people that do make the cheating as well, say, yeah, no, like this person was genuinely cheating. Like there's no wiggle room here. Apparently, like someone even found out like the icon for the cheating mod on the taskbar, right? So this is kind of like a slam dunk. And yet, despite all of this, despite the reality, you still have people that are gaslighting the public and saying, no, like, it's not that he's cheating, it's that you're transphobic. Like, the only reason you're going after this person is because they're trans. Which is making people cringe. Now, the interesting thing about it is that I've noticed in the West this type of tactic being done ad nauseum. And the interesting thing is that at some point people get bored of it, and you think, okay, well, if people got bored of the tactic, like surely they're going to stop doing it. But in reality, no. In reality, that's not what happens. What happens is that they simply change the identity. So if you go back in time, around 2013, it was feminism, right? Like if you disagree with a woman, or if you question a woman, or if you criticize a woman, you're a misogynist. Then it moved to Muslims, like any criticism towards Islam whatsoever was Islamophobia, no exception. Then it moved to race, like criticizing or disagreeing or exposing a black person is because you're racist. And now apparently we're at transgenderism, right? So like if you criticize a trans person, it's kind of like that Family Guy skit where a trans person is watching pornography at a bar, and the bartender says, like, hey, you can't watch this here, it's in public. And they're like, sorry, I'm trans. And the bartender goes like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Don't mind me, just do whatever the fuck you want, right? It's kind of like that cultural mindset. And so I am curious, though, like, what's coming afterwards, right? Because we kind of went through all the identities, and we're running out. So maybe we're going to go back to the original is always the best, right? Like, we go back to the vintage, and we started with the misogyny again, because the transgender issues, like as we can see here, aren't as effective as they used to be. They still are effective, right? But like when the person is legitimately engaging in petty shit and they're being called out for it, apparently the identity isn't sufficient enough to protect them from criticism. But still, interesting that Tectone has noticed that he's absolutely right. Like most of the people defending this type of behavior and gaslighting the public seem to be pros. Pros or other trans people. And again, like I understand with the trans people, but like the pros were a mystery until I came along and I revealed it for people. Let me know what you guys think though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.